Is it true that the Trump Gold Card is actually coming to life? If you've been following the latest news about the EB-5 program and the new Trump Gold Card, you've probably heard that back in March there was a very large announcement with Commerce Secretary Lutnick and President Trump talking about how they were going to cancel the EB-5 program and replace it with the so-called Gold Card. At the time, there was very little detail that the government had to say about it. However, the New York Times recently, in the middle of April, came out with an article that they've actually seen some of the documents related to the new Gold Card. They've spoken with some of the engineers. And in fact, it seems like they are eagerly working on the programming and other logistical aspects of the Gold Card to make it a reality in the near future. For those of you who might not have heard about it, the Gold Card is a permanent residency path to citizenship that can be acquired for merely $5 million. That you would have to pay. Of course, none of the details have been provided to this point, so even recently he flashed a copy or an emblem of a nice gold card with his portrait and other insignia there on the card. So it seems like it is, in fact, in the works. The bigger question is whether this will really replace the EB-5 program. And if you followed our channel, I talked about this earlier, that constitutionally, President Trump cannot unilaterally cancel the EB-5 program, at least as it currently exists. With the new statute that was passed a couple of years ago, the law was, institutionalized and put into place in its current form at least through September 2027. It would be very easy, relatively easy politically for Trump not to extend the EB-5 program in 2027. But again, he might have other plans. So what advice do we have to all of you considering residency in the U.S. based on investment? If you're looking at the EB-5, I don't see any advantage to waiting. The sooner you start the process, the better, just given the political volatility in Washington these days. If the Gold Card is of interest to you, then you should stay tuned for the details. And it looks like that in reality, this is coming to fruition in the near term. Supposedly, the Gold Card will not have strict verification processes about source of funds. In addition, one thing I've heard is that supposedly under the Gold Card, citizens would not be subject to global taxation, such as all other American citizens. If that's true, of course, I would say that would definitely be a perk that sets aside this program from any other program. So if you're considering EB-5, please feel free to reach out to us to consider, more closely evaluating your chances, your qualifications, and getting that process going while it's still available. If you'd like to hold out for the Gold Card, the new EB-5 upgrade, certainly stay tuned with us and we'll keep you posted as we get more news about that program.